The House and the Senate will gather today to certify Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election. 4 years ago today, a group of his supporters, you'll recall, stormed the Capitol to try and prevent Congress from certifying Joe Biden's win. I want to bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion, who's tracking developments. Nikole, what are you learning about today's certification process? I know you were very present 4 years ago when those supporters of Donald Trump stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, well, just to be clear, I was not here at the Capitol on January 6th, but I was at the time with President-elect Joe Biden in Delaware as he responded to the violence that unfolded here that day. Of course, coming just 2 weeks before his inauguration. At the time, he told me he was not concerned about his safety, but really what a difference 4 years makes. One thing that is consistent in covering Capitol Hill in the run-up and the days after January 6th, I can tell you that security was paramount, and it is once again here today where there are barriers surrounding the Capitol complex. So much so it does take some time and energy to get through, in addition to trudging through the snow. So that is one thing that lawmakers will encounter as they come here today to certify the electoral count. This is mostly expected to be a pretty ceremonial process, with the Vice President Kamala Harris presiding over this count, which should also be interesting optics, considering that she was defeated by the president-elect, who won 312 electoral votes. So she will read aloud the count from each state. Congress, by law, is required to count these votes, and so we expect this to be conducted through a joint session of Congress. But again, at this point in time, it should be relatively ceremonial and mundane in terms of Congress completing its task.
Yeah, so Nikole, why aren't Republicans contesting this election?
Well, they won. So, I mean, I think it's as simple as that. And not only that, but as the president-elect has made clear, I mean, they see this as a mandate. The fact that he won these 312 electoral votes, they feel, and the fact that they won this trifecta, both winning the House and Senate, that is why they feel very emboldened to carry out the president-elect's agenda. So much so, we know House Republicans just over the weekend, after Speaker Mike Johnson was reelected, even though there was a little bit of drama with that vote, but they sat down that following Saturday and they strategized, and they intend to move forward with this process called budget reconciliation to try to expedite the president-elect's agenda. And we have now learned that the president-elect favors this approach of really bundling all of his priorities into one bill. So that does appear to be the approach that the congressional Republicans would like to take as soon as the president-elect assumes office on January 20th.
All right, got it. When you win, everything's on the up and up. When you lose, it's rigged. Nikole Killion for us on the Hill. Always great to have you, my friend. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.